Hi kids, welcome to Morning Coffee with Craig. Hope you're well. Yeah, I've been thinking about this new concept lately, the last few days, and this Web 2.0 or social software and folk economies and the whole bunch of practices that many people call Web 2.0. They've sort of starting to enter mainstream discussions, even if it's not particularly known by the term Web 2.0. Certainly, people understand a lot of these new tools like YouTube and blogging and tagging, or what's sometimes called as folksonomies. But along with the rise of these sort of new systems, and there's some absolutely fantastic systems out there, I think there's also a rise, or needs to be a rise, of a new type of activism online as well. And we saw in the late 1990s and around 2000 and even earlier in the 90s, we saw the potential of the internet for online political communication. But in a lot of ways, that early stage of activism, or dare I call it online activism 1.0, it was firmly grounded in the anxieties of the Cold War. It was all about censorship. It was all about freedom of expression. It was all about having something to say, an opinion, these sort of things, which is fine. But the thing is, I'd like to think that we're entering a new period called Activism 2.0. And if Activism 1.0 was defined by libertarianism, then Activism 2.0 is defined by governance. So the Activism 1.0, or that was primarily about libertarianism, and that was a very, very strong ideology amongst a lot of IT professionals and a lot of civil society groups. And libertarianism is just places individual agency and individual expression at the centre of worldview, and sort of says that the government is bad, and the government just wants to censor things, and the government only speaks for itself, it doesn't speak for the people, and these sort of things, which I think are, if not, are incredibly naive or incredibly dangerous, because libertarianism is not the answer to a global civil society. I think that we need to be much more sophisticated than that. And Activism 2.0, Activism 2.0 is about addressing the issue of there being too much information. It's not about censorship, it's just about there being way too much information. There always has been too much information, I suppose, but with the advent of a lot of these new information systems online, and especially video distribution and radio and things like that, in the next 5 or 6 or 7 years, we're going to see literally millions and millions of more people online, almost becoming their own TV channels and their own radio channels, and they're all going to have different political opinions on all sorts of things, and they're all going to and I think we're pretty naive if we believe that all that information out there is necessarily going to be good and is necessarily going to be in the service of the greater good, or it's necessarily going to help the sort of cumulative decision-making processes of democracy. So Activism 2.0, if I could define it, online, is going to be about decision-making. It's going to be about processes online that help you deliberate, that help you understand the different types of information out there, and how you can think for yourself to come up with a conclusion, make an informed opinion based on these different information sources. So Activism 2.0 is about filtering, it's about quality, and it's about collectivized decision making. And collectivized decision making is the basis of democracy. Activism 1.0 was about a fear of censorship. It was about fragmentation. It was about groups of like-minded people that didn't seek information sources often outside of their group. So hopefully we'll get some, in the Web 2.0 world, we'll start to get some very, very innovative projects that help people decide for themselves from all the different opinions and stuff out there what is the right the right choice for them. Given it'll help them to deliberate. And software programs that help people deliberate are not unusual in all sorts of areas of society, whether it be financial institutions, or whether it be medicine, or whether it be areas of government. So I think civil society can also build systems that can help the general population deliberate in a world with just too much information that can help them make decisions on really, really important matters. So thanks very much for listening to me today, and have a good day. Bye for now.